morning, second grade. Today we are learning about quarters in lesson 7.2 in chapter 7. So first I want to review the different types of coins we learned yesterday and then introduce the quarter. So first let's talk about the penny. The penny is worth 1 cent, and this is the front and the back of the penny. We have 1 cent and then 1 with the C and the line right through it to represent 1 cent. Then we talked about the nickel, and we know that the nickel is worth 5 cents. And here's the 5 with the C and the line through it to represent cents. This is the front and the back of the nickel. And then we talked about the dime. We know that the dime is worth 10 cents. So this is the front and the back of the dime. We have 10 cents down here, and then 10 with the circle and the C and the line right through it. And then today we are learning about the quarter. So this is the quarter. This is the front and the back of the quarter. It is actually pretty large. These are some examples of some quarters. And a quarter is worth 25 cents. So this is the biggest amount that we've learned about so far. So we have 25 cents written over here with the C and the line through it. And we have 25 cents. This is the front and the back of the quarter. So what I want to do today is take a look at some quarters and the value of them. So I'm going to pull out a couple of quarters. So each quarter is worth 25 cents. So I'm going to go ahead, draw a little line. And we know that this one is worth 25 cents, and this is where it gets tricky. So today, what I want you to do is practice saying 1 quarter is 25 cents, 2 quarters are 50 cents, 3 quarters are 75 cents. Let me make sure I put my cent sign in there. And this is where it gets fun. So 4 quarters is worth 100 cents. So I want you to think about this. So if we have 1 quarter, it's worth 25 cents. When we add an additional quarter, we have 2 quarters, and we could think about it as 25 plus 25. And if we did the math on 25 plus 25, we would get 50, because we have 5 plus 5 is 0, and 2 plus 2 5 plus 5 is 10, and then we carry the 1, and then we have 50 cents. And then we could add 25 cents to that, making it 75 cents. And if we have 4 quarters, it's worth 100 cents. So this is where it gets tricky, because we're not counting by 1s or 5s or 10s. We're actually counting by 25s. So in your heads, you want to think 25, 50, 75, 100. 25, 50, 75, 100. And that will help you remember the different values of 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, or 4 quarters. So today in our math work, they are going to give us a couple different pictures of coins, and we are going to be asked to write the value, just like we did yesterday, but this time we're adding quarters into there. So one of the examples might have a picture of 3 quarters. Whoa, 3 quarters. And if we put a line there, we can then start by counting. And I'm thinking to myself while I'm counting that, well, I know 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. 2 quarters are worth 50 cents. I'm counting by 25. And 3 quarters are worth 75 cents. So then the total amount here would be 75 cents. And I'm making sure I'm drawing that cent sign, the C with the line through it. Now let's try and mix a couple different coins in there to see what the value is. So we'll do 3 quarters, a nickel, and a penny. So then we could start by saying, okay, so we know 1 quarter is worth 25 cents, 2 quarters is 50 cents, 3 quarters we know is 75 cents, and then let me think to myself, I know that the nickel is worth 5 cents, but I'm going to pull out my chart and just double check that and make sure that I'm right. So I have the penny here worth 1 cent, the nickel worth 5 cents, the dime worth 10 cents, and the quarter worth 25 cents. So I'm going to use this as I'm looking at my coins just to make sure I have the right values. So then I'm going to add 5 cents to 75, making it 80 cents. And if I add 1 penny to 80 cents, I have 81 cents. The total number here would be 81 cents. Let's try a couple more examples together. Grab a paper real quick. All right, so here we'll do 1 quarter, a dime, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. So now, just so that I remember, I'm going to grab my chart, and I will post a picture of this chart with our lesson today, and make sure that I am using this while I look at the different coins. So I see a quarter. I know the quarter is worth 25 cents. Go ahead and write that. And then the dime is worth 10 cents. So I'm going to think to myself, well, 25 plus 10 is 35 cents. And then I add a nickel in there. A nickel's worth 5 cents, so 35 plus 5 gives me 40 cents. Plus another 5 gives us 45 cents. And then we add 2 pennies, so we have 46 cents and 47 cents, giving us a total of 47 cents. So this is just a couple of ways that we can show our work. Let's try another one here. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Let's do 2 quarters, 2 dimes, 3 pennies. So we'll start with the quarters. We know a quarter's worth 25 cents. If we add 25 cents to that, we get 50 cents. Remember, I'm thinking to myself, 1 quarter is 25, 2 quarters 50, 3 quarters 75, 4 quarters is 100 cents. Then I add 10 cents to this. We have 60 cents. Another dime, 70 cents. And then 3 pennies, so we have 71 cents, 72 cents, 73 cents. The total here is 73 cents. So that is all for today. I'm going to ask you to do numbers 1 through 7 in our math books, and if you feel like you can take on a challenge, I'll ask you to do number 8. I will post a video to help you solve number 8, and make sure you're using your cent sign when you write these values. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.